up to Chinnamasta, the ether is over. Yeah. So that means physical manifestation stops here. Bhairavi, therefore, is time. Bhairavi, therefore, is time, and she's at par with Kal Bhairav. She's at par with the, the male polarity of Bhairav, and a very dreadful and a very deadly looking goddess. If you see the pictures of Bhairavi on your internet or in any manuals, you see that it's all scattered hair and very fiery looking, like a million suns shining. Her energy is like a million suns shining, Bhairavi. And and often she's shown, in the smashana. She's shown meditating and very active, blazing energy in the cremation ground. Smashana is a cremation ground. And so that's why she is the winner of death itself. She's a winner of death itself, and therefore she can eradicate fear from us forever. Fear of death, fear, any kind of fear. She's also Bhairavi. Also, I think somebody spoke about the 64 yogini just in the morning, right? Bhairavi is the power that has the 64 yoginis in her control. They are the dasis of the Bhairavi Shakti, Mahavidya. And she rules, this entire world with her fiery presence. She rules the entire world. Anything can come in her control. That is why out of all the other Mahavidyas, Bhairavi is the one which is invoked to take care of the dark energies, to, control the dark energies. She's also called Chandi. She's also called Chandi. She's the one that can, a person that can rule the smashana, that means the cremation ground. She's completely having death in her control, right? And let us talk something about Kali, and you note down, I will dictate some points to you about Kali. Let's begin with Kali, and then we'll go downward. We also have, over the years, where gurus have tried to put all of this knowledge together for the sadhaks to go more deeper inward into connecting these goddesses. The fear factor from the goddesses has been removed. At least the teachers that I have spoken to, the fear factor from the goddesses has been removed, which is there in a lot of tantric practitioners. There's a lot of fear with these Mahavidyas, and they're very guhya. Guhya is very secret. They've been kept very secretly because they're very dreadful and they're very, scary, which they are not. My experience with the Devis, with the Mahavidyas has been extremely loving. They are very, very benevolent and very loving goddesses. And when you experience them within you, you realize that they are scary and dreadful, as mentioned by many, because they're unseen. They're unseen and they are, difficult to experience. That's why a lot of people are scared. And also the black practices associated with these Devis have kind of kept them very far away from the mainstream line of worship. The black practices associated with this Devi is very intense. And that's why these Devis have remained very guhya. I was very surprised when I went to Kamakhya a couple of years back. I was very surprised that none of the temples of the Mahavidyas over there are done up in the traditional way, like how you see so much of grandeur in our temples. You go to South India and you see such grandeur in the temples. There is, lighting, bright lighting and gold and silver, and the goddesses are decked up with beautiful jewelry and clothes. But none of the Mahavidyas are staying in the temples like that. They are very, very raw, almost coming out from the ground naked. And there is no clothing or any kind of decorations on them. Even the temples are so simple and humble. All the temples are kept the way they were, from then. There's no show put up there with the temples at all. All the Mahavidyas, in fact, Dhumavati was such an isolated place, because people are scared to go to her. In the New Age traditions, the Puranic traditions and the New Age traditions, a lot of people discourage the worship of Mahavidyas because they are presented very scary, which they are not. Very earthy. They're very primordial. They're very, very, very basic energy that is living in us. They are energies that are living in us. And so I encourage all of you to, and you've been doing this for 21 days. Amazing. When I read the list of speakers and the lectures that were happening here, I wish I could attend all of them. They were so beautiful. intense cleansing and intense invocation and activation of the Devi energies inside. I'm sure all of you are really, really very blessed to have gone through these, 21 days of purification and befriending the Vidyas, befriending the Devis. You've made friends with them forever now, and they're going to live in you forever.